Okay, sorry about that. Hello there, my name is Kraise. Welcome back to the Midnight Suns. I really enjoyed the first episode. Thank you very much for those of you that joined the stream. We're going to carry on. M for map, apparently. So this is the region. So where are we? So that's us. No, that's us. The fast travel work. Oh, you can't fast travel now. Okay, cool. We can walk. It's only there. So yeah, we'll have a little bit of an explore, then we'll go and do the main mission. This is where we get our armor. Oh, this is where I came from. Okay. This is the crypt I woke up in. Oopsie. It's a shame you can't jump, because it would make getting around the map a little easier, but you can't.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it
What?
would have.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago.
Not technically, I
No
was
kidding.
completely.
Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
I.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Well, from you. Get where?
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I
Excuse
couldn't
me,
help
I'll
but
take a
overhear
sip of
Auntie
tea.
Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no
Are
one
you
should be
hitting
forced
on
to
me?
walk the hallways around here alone. So,
One
here we
XP.
are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here
Pussy.
before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Quill?
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. Just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Under the bed now?
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems
Superlink.
with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony,
Awesome, I've got
aren't you
superhero
just
Twitter.
repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
First post. I am totally going to be reading all this, by the way. I meant first post that the hunter sees. You think you can't keep doing this when someone new joins? Yes, I can. He means it will throw your spark in the lagoon. He wouldn't do that, right, Blade? Right, Blade? Okay, first we make Wanda leave, now we leave her to die. Some heroes. So I assure you that is not the case. Made her leave? She was sent for your protection. I see how that works, Supreme Sorcerer. We both know it was more complicated than that. I took Wanda as my apprentice for a reason. Have faith she can handle herself. Strange did everything he could to get Wanda, so did I. Take a breath, Ileana. We'll get her back soon enough. Wanda should be here with us. Of that, I am in no agreement. Okay. Map. Heroes tab. Can I change their armor? No, not yet. Explore the room. So Aunt Sarah wants me to practice my letters, and so here I am. But every time I dip the pen into the ink, I just want more and more to go beyond the yard and into my secret spots. I left all my scrolls. I left my dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do the dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel sad.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
That totally looks like something we can grab, by the way.
We were all so happy then.
Oh, so you get arcane knowledge every time you, like, it encourages you to go around sort of looking at stuff.
There never was enough room for
outfits.
armor in this thing.
I want to keep her as is. We'll do that one if we have to. Very nice. Room upgrades. I do remember someone saying to get the bed. Okay. Alright, okay, fine. Room customization is then different, I guess. But it all takes gloss to change. That's okay. My character is very easy on the eye, that's for damn sure. So yeah, with this episode, I'm probably going to play for a couple of hours and then chop it into bits, so episodes may end in weird places.
Can we advance? No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie!
I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh,
Holy moly.
it must have been so hard on her.
Reminds me of that episode from Futurama.
Her. I suppose that's why I might have been
Like the
looking for her.
saddest episode.
A little.
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But
Well
we
said.
can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To the these people, you are a being of myth and legend, a grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero.
And a little bit hot.
But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Someone they keep mentioning. I think I know the story because I think I've seen it, but okay.
Charlie was restless
Pet
all
dog
night.
every day.
I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you. You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Okay.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it.
His eyes are
Orange
great.
can just magic his way in? Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony will start pouting if you keep him waiting too long.
Something.
Just a quick butcher's around. I don't want to do too much exploring, but faded journal piece. Moved the Abbey from our transition home to Salem and must confess I'm astounded at the natural beauty of the place. No time for sentiment, we have a job to do. Chthon has found influence here with Harem Shore through a page of the Darkhold. The Moon Seal did not bring the witches the protection it should have. Several have been killed already, there's no telling how far the Dark Power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the Abbey, hidden away amongst thick woodlands. We must understand what it is we face. So I'm assuming that's talking about the Salem witch trials and blaming that for hundreds of women, innocent women dying. A coven of witches from across the sea is sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. Oh wow. I was sent as Moon Seal to their home in Salem, so this is what we should have read first. But by the way of the Knights of Wondergore, I have doubt that it will take care of the troubles. Yeah, I do as well. Okay, let's go and get our new uniform.
Now, think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now
Hi,
that
Babs.
makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron
Here we got
Smithy.
Iron Smithy.
You should just try it on.
She literally did that in front of those two too. Lucky
I
sods.
think it could have used a cloak.
Yeah, I want a cloak. Absolutely, I want a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
Looks bloody good, I have to say. I like the skirt bit. I completely agree with you, mate.
You think everything could benefit
Hunter. Your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter.
Oh, yeah,
However,
absolutely.
in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
Well, my name's not Mr.
I
Strange.
assure you, Hunter, I do not.
Oh, there you go.
They don't call me Mr. Strange now, do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after a violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Yeah, okay.
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate
Hey,
that,
+1.
Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And your wife, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still
99.9 will be fine.
Transpired, the sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilith than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least.
So we
favorite
got 3 good
assignment.
answers.
Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
Well, get
We
on with
will
it.
alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
I'd like to know more about Wanda.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Is Wanda as really powerful as they say?
Power sounds like it could be dangerous.
I know the answer, of course she is.
We don't truly know the extent of Wanda's power, and in that respect, you two are very similar. Were she here now, I think you would have found her to be a kindred spirit.
Oh, I have no doubt. If there are romance options, absolutely, I'll be trying to get with Wanda.
Tell me about your sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
I really do like this
In your
uniform.
time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
You know what you said, the wards had never been broken.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the most
Absolutely.
powerful enemies we've ever faced.
There's no such thing as never.
That creature on the roof.
He's an alien
You
from
never
Mars.
encountered before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie.
Eddie Brock. Called it.
He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Yeah, Lilith seems to have found other
My
uses
mother
for
has
him.
a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition. I fear the sanctum may never be the same.
I'll be going now,
Let's talk
thanks.
later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Aw, thanks.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Thanks
It's
for the effort.
nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you.
Hardly eternal then, huh?
Ask away, Hunter.
You don't seem to like magic
Is
much.
all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I love it. So why is your best friend a
You
wizard
and
then?
the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his cape.
You see anything strange around the Abbey?
Strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
The great Iron Man is not scared, is he?
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable once I've studied the problem.
Fair enough.
I'm living on one of those paranormal investigation reality shows.
Except their shit. Alright,
Have
honey,
an
Tony.
interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. It was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
It's a lot to
Guess
deal
we've
with.
all
Is
had
the
peaceful childhoods here.
plus
Yeah, no
one.
kidding.
Awesome.
I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Yeah, that's all for now.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, the star. Nova rises up in the starry night, surrounded by stars that represents the support of his team. This card symbolizes serenity and hope for the future. I'd love to collect all those tarot cards. Seven
That
glass, 5 arcane
is
knowledge.
Something.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, Moon Knight. Represents deception, also creativity and unconscious. Okay,
I
knowledge.
see.
Eyes seem to follow you. I like it.
Now, I doubt
So this is the
advanced gamma
research.
thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye olde demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning, but Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
I couldn't
They
have
use it
imagined
to
a
get
better
stronger.
actor
Exactly.
for Nick Fury
A few
than
drops
Samuel L.
would
Jackson.
make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No.
No,
nothing
but what
like
about our
that.
stuff?
Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line.
Ha!
I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
Yeah, super
I
powered.
like where this is going.
So do I.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Let's see what we've got here. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forged.
Okay, so we already have one of these. Select one. That one. Because it'll upgrade it. Because we already have
a
one.
minute? Come meet me in the yard.
Curious.
Ah, Orb of Agamotto. Powerful energy emanates from inside the orb.
Ah, Hunter. Word?
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not off.
Yeah. You said you wanted a word, dipshit. Just want to see if there's anything else to sort of click on. No? Okay, we're out. Piss off. Now, can I... Oh, wow. And this is the deck. Okay. Light and dark. We're totally going dark, by the way. Edit deck. Heroes must have 8 abilities. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, totally that one. Yeah, I like that. Tony, good, because, you know, that Iron Man really sucks. That's better. At least that's, you know, sort of Iron Man that we can recognize, do you know what I mean? Now, how come I don't have for my own character? That's really shit. So I've got, like, loads of others, but not my own. Skill essence. Nice. Just take a quick gander. Hi, mate. We've already done that today. So that's Blade's room, Iron Man's room. Oh, Ralph. Embers swirled in this cloud crystal, almost too hot to touch. Okay, no idea what the hell that was. New card? Thor. Represents great courage and taking control of one's destiny. Various frames. Oh, so this is my actual room. Okay, cool.
That looks good.
Yep, I do. Okay, I don't want to go too far, but I do want to have a quick butcher's around. Pay respects. Who to? Oh, okay, cool, cool. Nice, new picture. So there's definitely things to collect in the immediate area, depending on how thorough you want to be. And I have to say, this exploration part of the game is right up my alley. Again, I didn't want to go too far, but I just find myself... What's
This
this?
is which sign?
Its meaning only known to the witch who wrote it. Okay, so I guess that opens up later. Alright, I think that's quite enough. Just around the perimeter real quick. What's that? Mushrooms. Okay, cool. Oyster mushrooms, no less. Very swish.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Yeah, about you.
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Watch your mouth.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are.
Oh, you didn't like
All
that.
right, Tony Stark Jr. Ask your questions.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
His
A
mother was
vampire
bitten.
bit my mother. Problem was, I don't know
sorry.
if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How old are
How
you?
long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
How did you get here?
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
Good question.
All right.
Tell me more about
What can you
teammates. I
tell
don't
me
want to
about
insult them
others?
any further.
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Nico.
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anyone else?
Robbie.
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well,
Ghost Rider.
Sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
Fair
When
enough.
does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anyone else?
Last but not least.
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anybody else?
No, that's it for now.
Nobody else.
Sure.
What do you think of the
Do
Midnight
you have
Suns?
any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world.
It's because we haven't actually
And I
told
think
anybody
quick
else.
brain, but enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
No, let's do it.
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Okay, interact.
Time to take it to the next level.
So, a hero who possesses two copies of an ability can be combined to create a new one. Nice.
Do your thing. Sub.
Thanks, Blade.
He just had something above his head, so I wanted to check.
Sure.
Well, hello there.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
There has to be a way in.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Cool. Exactly how persuasive?
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Cheers, love. You know the song that's playing reminds me of do 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 do. You can't unhear it now.
Certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is.
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able
That
to
is
track
some
this new
bullshit.
gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly
Chum.
is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Holy moly, Carol Danvers.
Find me when you're ready.
I'm not sure I like Carol Danvers.
$multi-million piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Okay, let's select mission.
It was just recently that the Hudson...
Story mission. Wait a minute. Yeah, something like that. That's the Carol Danvers I know.